Talking about childbirth in a very short frame of time will be like churning will be like churning the ocean, या जिसको हम कहते हैं गागर में सागर भरने की वाली बात हो जाएगी. लेकिन फिर भी from your experience, your vast experience, sir, what is the role of rashis? We talk about fruitful rashis, semi-fruitful, barren rashis. There are various types of nakshatras. What is the role of rashis and nakshatras, and how do they influence childbirth?
The rashis have been divided in three parts. One is Prajadya. Prajadya means having numerous children.
Prajadya, numerous children.
Numerous.
Okay. Bountiful.
Yes. And that is Karak, Vrashchik, Makar, Kumbh are Prajadya rashis.
Okay.
इसमें जो मकर है उसका फर्स्ट पार्ट जो है वो इग्नोर करते हैं.
Second half of Makar.
Second part.
Watery part of Makar.
कर्क, वृश्चिक, मकर, कुंभ are child giving rashis.
Okay.
In this case, there is some part, a Scorpio second part has to be ignored.
Okay.
For that is the reason being, it is in Sanghar Nakshatra would come.
Okay.
Sanghar Nakshatra means Jyeshtha would come in it. And Anuradha. So the second part, Saturn and Sanghar Nakshatra may not be favored, have not been favored. So far the Anuradha is concerned, only two Navansha's are to be considered, rather only one Navansha, last part of the Navansha is considered. So far the Alpasantati Rashi is concerned, they are Mesha, Vrashva and Tula. But in this case, first part of Tula is to be ignored. And the reason, first part is Mars, two Navansha's, and then Rahu.
Okay.
Rahu, according to Jagannath Basin, wherever it is placed, it makes that relation chamla. Leather. Leather, yes.
Okay.
No, jeevless.
Jeevless, right. Okay.
So, if it is jeevless, then it has been, there are reasons for accepting it. Then,
so all of Swati has to be ignored?
no, not all of a Swati.
Only the first?
The reason is, second and third and fourth part of Swati will come in it.
Okay.
But not the two Navanshas of Chitra and two Navanshas of Swati.
Okay, only the first two of Swati have to be ignored.
And it's part of it, a part of the third Navansha of also. The other, I call it Hora. First Hora would be of Sun. So Mars would be there, Rahu would be there. Sun is Alpasantati Karak.
Yes.
So for that appears with logic behind ignoring.
Okay.
Then Gemini, Leo, Virgo and Dhanu, they give very less children, few children.
Okay.
And this is, then there are some rashis which cause defective limbs of a child. You know very well that last degrees of Gandant and first degree of the next
Gandant Rashi, yes.
Gandant ke baad, that has been taken to be rather powerless. And more so in case it is 29 degree 30 minutes. That is one part. Then it includes the last degrees of Cancer, Scorpio, Mean, and first degree of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Then the Mesh, Vrashva, and Simha, in case birth takes place in midnight. So now the time has become important.
Okay.
And the Rashis are close to it are said to be blind. Similarly, in case Gemini, Cancer, and Leo are blind in case birth takes place in day.
Okay.
So these are not taken note of at the time of childbirth. Similarly, Tula and Vrashik, in case birth takes place before noon, and Dhanu and Makar afternoon are deaf. So similarly, in case Dhanu and Makar in morning and evening twilight are said to be some defect in leg.
Okay. So are you taking these Rashis to govern the 5th house for progeny? Are you taking them as Lagna for native?
This may be seen from a number of aspects. This is not of the child. This is not of the child.
Right.
This may be of mother. It may be moon. It may be Lagna.
Okay.
It may be 5th lord.
Of mother. Lagna,
mother.
Moor, or 5th lord of mother.
Of mother.
Okay.
Then you know very well that the Nadi Nakshatra also causes anxiety in childbirth. And I don't think that I should repeat it, or should I?
There is no harm in repetition.
And Sunday Bharani. This Sunday is sign, Sunday is Surya, and Bharani is Nakshatra of Venus. A Satru. Monday and Moon and Ketu, they are opposite to each other. Tuesday, Bharani and Kritika. Bharani is of Mars, is
Venus.
Is Venus. It is opponent. Kritika is a friend.
Yes.
Is Nakshatra friend, but
Baron.
not just see one thing. What happens? Mars is Agni, Kritika is Agni. In case the two Agnis join together, there would be no warmness.
Right.
There would be no liquidity in the womb. This is then on Wednesday, Punarvasu. Punarvasu Jupiter, and Jupiter is enemy. Mercury takes it. Jupiter is enemy. Then Revati. Revati is its own nakshatra.
Yes.
But Sanghar nakshatra. The Thursday, Revati and Ashwani. Ashwani is of Ketu, Revati is of Satru. Then Friday, Ashwani and Anuradha. Shukra, that's it. Shukra causes Rajyogi in Ashwani. But in case Shukra is there on Friday, on Friday Ashwani Nakshatra rises, then it is likely to cause problem. Anuradha is Saturn. So in case Venus goes to Saturn, the logic would be there is not enough semen to procreate.
Okay.
Then Saturn, Shravan in Shravan, Saturn in Moon. This is Saturn and Moon.
Right.
Saturday, Shravan and Shatvisha, Rahu. So this is the inherent thing which have not been generally mentioned. Then Mgatnak, I need not tell everything, it can be seen in any book. Then there is
So these combinations of var of the day as well as the nakshatra, are you taking only for the mother? Are you taking it for the male also?
Yes,
the
yes,
father?
yes. This may be taken for both.
Okay.
It may be found that in mother it should be prominent.
Okay.
In case of father, it may not be to that extent. But in that case, it will be compensated by another defect.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be defectless.
Right.
In case both are procreating a child, then it should not be without it. Then there is, apart from Navansha, one has to consider Saptamansha also. So for the childbirth is concerned, first about the number of children. There are two ways to calculate the number of children. If find out where the fifth lord has moved in Navansha, in Rashi. Supposing it is in fifth Rashi, fifth Navansha, then there is a possibility of 5 children. But reduce from it combust and debilitated.
Okay.
If you reduce it, then you may get approximately correct number. And the same is true about fifth house in Astrocartography of Jupiter. Reduce the planets which are in debilitation or combust, then you can have the number. So this is one short way to calculate the numbers. The another aspect is whether a person would be happy from his children or not. For this we have to refer to Saptamansha. In Saptamansha, in case Saptamansha chart is required to be seen, every Rashi is divided into 7 parts. In case birth has taken place in even sign, it shall start from 7. In case from odd sign, it shall start from Lagna itself. So what happens if in case of odd signs, it would be first 4.5 degrees, 4.17 degrees, it would be that of char. Char means a thing which has been burnt by acid. So in case Lagna falls in it, or fifth lord falls in it,
In charge Saptamansha.
then there may be difficulty in having the surviving first child.
Okay.
And one may not be happy from that side. For Saptamansha would indicate happiness from the side of children. But in case they are, the second is Chir. Chir means, you can very well see, Chir means milk. It gives children who generally moderately prosper.
Okay.
Then Dadi is slightly higher in categories, and Arji is the maximum thing. And just see, correlated with Trinchans. The first Saptamansha would fall in the sign of Mars, and second would fall in the sign of Saturn. Third would fall in virtually last part of Saturn's chance and first part of Jupiter's chance. Of Jupiter's chance, Jupiter is Karaka.
Yes.
And if it is in Dadi and Ajyam, then the children would be happy from, would give happiness to the
nation, yeah.
If it is in Ikshurus, even then the children would keep the parents happy. But it is Ikshurus. Ikshurus means Ganna.
Sugarcane. Right.
So it may appear to be hard. He may call a spade a spade. But even then, not an eye. But go, whatever you say, this is my point of view.
Okay.
Then, in case is mad means intoxication. And in case Suddha Jal, then it's pure water.
Pure water, yes.
ठीक है, आपने कह दिया, हमने सुन लिया. So reverse it in the case of even signs. This can be seen in Parashara Horolite, the chart, and the names. The names have got these quotes have given a wonderful insight in the working of the Vargas. In case you don't see chart, then you will not be able to appreciate what is happening. If you do not correlate it, in chance, you will not appreciate what is going to happen. So every chart has to be seen in correlation with Navansaya, Dodashansaya, etc. to find out the real worth of it. Otherwise, there is a chart.
Let's give reference. Can you just give a reference to which issue of the magazine you're referring to in your article?
This is
the January to March 2012 issue, volume 9, number 1 of Research Journal of Astrology.
And it was translated in
Marathi?
Marathi.
Okay. Is the focus of this issue only progeny? What is the focus?
It is focus on childbirth.
Childbirth.
Planning childbirth.
Planning childbirth, programming childbirth.
Then what can correlate with Dwadashansha? If this Dwadashansha is of Mohan or of say Kiriti or of say Indra, then it brings a totally different kind of things. But in Kuber there is some problem.
With progeny?
Yes. In Kuber, man may be very rich, but may not be happy from the side of children. And one has to correlate with it. And they will that will give a very good indication as to how the children would behave, how they will progress.
What is the rationale for Kuber not giving happiness from children?
What is because it would be in Char Nakshatras.
Char Sapmanch?
Char Sapmanch.
Okay.
In art science. In art science, it would be in Char Sapmanch. In
even signs it would...
In even sign, it would be Shuddhajal.
Shuddhajal. So it should give happiness from children.
Yes.
In that case.
In even sign again it will be Char Sapmanch.
Okay.
Just see. Reverse it now.
In odd signs it will be Char Sapmanch.
Yes.
If it's Kuber Dwadashansha.
Yes, first Sapmanch.
Yes.
In even sign it will be last. And there it starts then in that case from Shuddhajal. Shuddhajal comes to Char.
Okay.
That is one thing which is required to be seen in correlation with this Parashar. Otherwise there may be complication, misunderstanding about their positions.
Yeah.
So that is why I say that there may be problem. They may be rich. The children may be rich, child may be rich. The father may leave fortune for the child.
But will not give happiness.
Natural fifth house. And natural fifth lord, sun. The Jupiter Karak, the fifth lord, the interrelationship between each one of them in birth chart as well as Dinavansha chart. Then one has to come to Satmansha and one has to see how they are placed in Satmansha. If they are in Aj or Dadi, they will be, the children will be prospering. But in one case, in case it is Lagna itself in Char, then one may not have happiness ultimately from children. But in case it is not in Char, it is in Dadi, then one will have. And ninth house can also be seen. Jupiter is ninth Karak of ninth lord,
Right.
and natural owner of ninth house. So that is why Sun and Jupiter. Sun carries the name and age for future generation.
Okay.
If Sun is also affected
Right.
adversely, then it may not be helpful in having grandchild.
Okay.
And the same thing is true about the ninth lord. If ninth lord is debilitated and happens to be in Char Saptamansh, then one may not have grandson. And then in case it is strong, one may lose son, but one may have grandson.
Grandson, right.
So for children, and in case there is a question whether a person will adopt a child or not, one has to see ninth house also along with fifth house. If seen from ninth house, then one may adopt a child, and through him he may have a grandson.
Grandchildren.
Grandson.
Yes.
So that is, and Vargas should not be seen in isolation. They will have to correlate it with each other.
So for ninth house, when we say lineage, are we referring only to lineage from son? So we are not taking daughters in that case?
we Sun is natural.
Right.
Ninth lord is functional.
Hmm.
So natural and function, in case both are joined, then they are bound to give better results.
So that is lineage from a son.
From Sun
Sun.
and Jupiter.
Son meaning S-O-N.
Yes.
From a son. That's what I meant. That is what we take as lineage.
All right.
Okay.
The reading somewhere about material and patrilineal. Now I don't remember at the moment.
Okay. And if Sapmansh Lagna is in Char, Sapmansh Lagna is in Char, then we say there is harm to progeny, but we don't know whether it is first, second or third
No.
child.
That will depend on if Sun and Jupiter are affected, Sun and fifth lord are affected, then the first side.
Okay.
If the seventh house of Satmansh or seventh lord is afflicted, then the second child
Of the Sapmansh. Okay.
of the Satmansh.
Okay.
And if the third child is to be seen, it is to be seen from
Ninth house of Sapmansh.
and ninth lord
Right. Okay.
and Jupiter.
Right. Okay.
So this way one can go on from 11th and from 11th and from 3rd and then come back to 5th.